What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video. Today we're just going to be doing a little bit of a discussion video talking about whether or not the Toronto Maple Leafs will be active here on day 2 of the NHL draft, which by the time you're watching this, it could be over. Maybe by the time I upload this, something happens. But what I would ask is, if you are new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I know a ton of people that watch these videos statistically, I can see it in the back end of YouTube, are not subscribed, but they keep coming back. So if you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. And thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Again, I just greatly appreciate your support. You have no idea how much it helps. Liking and subscribing definitely does wonders for me. So it's completely free. I would appreciate that so much. But we have seen some craziness on Friday. And then, of course, today, at the time I'm recording this, Saturday, it's 1:30. I've got the draft on the TV over here. By the way, I'm wearing a Charlotte Hornets LaMelo Ball jersey, Rookie of the Year, if you guys are interested in basketball, but I'm getting sidetracked. Wow, all the moves that are happening. We're seeing Seth Jones signing for a ridiculous $9.5 million. Too much. We're seeing an overpayment on Rasmus Ristolainen in trade. We're seeing teams load up on draft picks and teams loading up on bad contracts. Cough, the Arizona Coyotes. Man, what are the Leafs going to get involved in this? Do the Leafs look at some of these players that are getting traded and seeing the value what they're being traded for? Like, imagine if the Leafs called up Philadelphia and said Morgan Rielly's available. Is he not better than Rasmus Ristolainen? I don't care about contracts. I don't care about any of that stuff. The Leafs would have got a haul. Same thing with Kerfoot. I mean, they might have gotten some decent value there too. It looks like they want to hold on to Kerfoot, obviously. But should we look into these things and kind of look at how the Leafs are shaping up a little bit here? Because I'm not sure why the Leafs haven't been involved in some of these trades. Like, again, nothing has come out in terms of rumors, but there was a couple deals where I'm like, man, the Leafs probably could have added a couple of these guys that went for decent steals. Like Carolina with the Rangers, there's been a couple really good deals. Now, I just want to look at this, okay? So the Leafs projected cap space is $9.3 million. Now, they do have some free agents here. Pretty much everybody is gone, considering Zach Hyman's pretty well gone. Everybody else is pretty much gone. Galchenyuk might come back. Their defense looks to be pretty set up. It doesn't look like Hutton or Bogosian are going to be staying. Possibly Hutton, but Bogosian's not. They need another goaltender. Looking at the trade market, it's either there's one team that's getting the deal and the other one that's getting fleeced. How come, and this is why I'm curious, and I've tweeted this out, why don't the Leafs call up some of these teams? And again, I don't know. They could be doing that. Again, I'm just talking as somebody who doesn't know, because none of us know. We're not behind the scenes. But there was a couple of these trades where I thought, man, the Leafs probably could have given up a little bit more and still came away with the better player. Like, could the Leafs not called on Buchnevich? That would have been a fantastic pickup for Toronto. I don't know. Again, now it's turning to me going, okay, should the Leafs turn to their own rentals, or should they turn to their own players that have value and try to get the return that some of these teams are getting and then try to flip those assets for another better player? There's a bunch of things that's spinning through my head. Leaf fans, we're going insane. I'm going insane. Like, tell me this. Look at Morgan Rielly, okay? So his cap hit's $5 million. Of course, he's got the 1 year left with the modified no trade. $5 million for a defenseman of Rielly's caliber, especially since we're seeing some of the defensemen that are getting $9.5 million. Guys, Seth Jones was not good last year. He was not good. He played pretty poorly offensively and defensively. He was not good, and he was playing top-end minutes. Morgan Rielly actually, in the playoffs, stepped it up defensively, and throughout the season was playing tough minutes, was playing against a lot of tough competition, and still putting up a good amount of points. 35 and 55 the year before, 27 and 47, 72 and 82, 52 and 76. Now, here's the thing. Would I love the Leafs to hold on to Morgan Rielly? Sure. But look at the contracts that are being dished out to defensemen right now. Massive, massive money. We're talking huge money. The Toronto Maple Leafs might have to consider getting a ton of stuff back for Morgan Rielly and trying their hand with another defenseman. And you guys might think I'm crazy, but if we lose Morgan Rielly for nothing in the offseason, that's going to be a big problem, considering what some of these guys are going for right now. Now, another guy I wanted to take a look at here is Kerfoot. Now, the Leafs made it clear that they got Jared McCann to only lose one of Kerfoot or McCann, and of course, they lost McCann. Kerfoot's a center and left winger that is getting paid $3.5 million for this season and the next when a modified no trade comes in. If the Toronto Maple Leafs trade this guy, his playoff production, 6 points in 7 games, and for the depth role he played, 23 and 56, 28 and 65, and he's had 2 40-point seasons. There are teams that are trading away players that aren't as good and that have worse contracts and actually coming out with really, really good value at the other side of it. If Toronto can find cheaper options in free agency or maybe make a trade, again, for assets, pool assets that they already have, put those together and get better players, I mean, the Leafs have to consider this. The only reason I'm saying this is because I'm talking out loud. I know a lot of people agree with me. I know a lot of people probably have commented this on my videos before. I've definitely seen it. But with the amount of craziness that's going on in these last few hours, even, like, there's been big trades going on, there's been lots of weird contracts dished out. They need to consider all their options here, and not keeping a guy like Morgan Rielly has to be one of the options. This Leafs team just got bounced again in the first round. They have to be thinking of different ways to succeed this season, and trading Rielly or trading Kerfoot or throwing somebody else's name out there to see what kind of return you can get, they have to be doing that. And I know Dubas said he's going to go down with the ship. And again, I get it. I get it. The guy doesn't want to give up. Anybody who has something from the beginning, it's like you have a valuable baseball card or something. You don't want to just get rid of it when it's like, it might not be valuable right now, but there's a possibility it could be really good. You don't want to get rid of it because you're holding on to that hope that it's going to cash in for you and make you big money. It's like anything. If you want to hold on to something and you believe it's going to succeed, you don't want to let go of it, especially if you've had it for so long. But you have to consider the other side of that, where it doesn't end up working for you. And you have to go out there and make a change. The reason I'm just making this random discussion video is because I'm just sitting in my room. I might as well say it to my camera and you guys can respond, because I'm just watching the draft here thinking this. The deals going on are insane. And if the Maple Leafs think they're going to get a discount when Morgan Rielly hits the open market this year, if I'm him, I'm looking at these deals and going, oh boy, I'm getting over $7 million in free agency with no question. Morgan Rielly puts up another 40 or 50 point season. He's easily getting that, because he plays tough minutes, he puts up points. Some GMs or some representatives around the league probably think he's an elite defender. He's not an elite defender. But for some reason, the eye test means more than analytics to a lot of GMs and to a lot of people signing these contracts. I love Morgan Rielly. If they can keep him at a discount, you keep him. But you need to figure that out. Because if you can get a king's ransom for him right now and help this team succeed, then you got to do it. It's the same thing with Kerfoot, although he's got a couple years left. I would rather keep him, but at the same time, it would have made more sense if you would have kept McCann also. There should have been a side deal with Seattle, but we would have had to have given up way too much. The Leafs have to get creative. Teams are getting creative right now. Dubas needs to pick up the phone, and I'm sure he is, but we need to see something here because the Leafs need upgrades on that wing. Look at the Maple Leafs' depth now that Zach Hyman is gone on that left wing. It's Nick Robertson, Pierre Engvall, and Ilya Mikheyev. There's no way. There's no way. And I know there's lots of time, but a lot of players are coming off the board right now. A lot. So get in on it. Let's see something, all right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe. Again, just a quick discussion video. I'm sure you guys are feeling the same way. Liking and subscribing helps me a lot. Go Leafs go. Peace.